Hello, this is my fourth lecture on finance, and today we'll discuss a very important topic of costing. That topic is called material costing. Now, I am not going through the nitty gritty of material because that is mostly a theory portion. Basically, today I'll focus on the problem that comes from material. Basically, there are two types of problem. First, either store ledger can come, or you have to calculate the different levels of stock as well as EOQ, that is economic order quantity. First we'll start with store ledger. Store ledger, now what is this store ledger? Store ledger is an account which is maintained by the store department to record the issue and receipt of material. Basically it is prepared under three methods, that is simple average, weighted average, FIFO and LIFO. Today we'll discuss all the important methods. Now to start with simple average method. Simple average, as the name suggests, it implies average of the prices, and this simple average method is based on FIFO. FIFO means first in first out. Now as you can see the problem, on January 1 there is purchase, January 4 there is purchase, and after that issue, purchase, issue. So first we will just discuss the format of store ledger. As you can see, there will be three part: receipt, issue and balance. And under this you have to write the following column, that is GRN number. Now what is this GRN number? It is good receipt note number. Again I am repeating it, it is good receipt note number. Then comes quantity rate amount, and after that SR number. What is SR number? It is store requisition number. Then comes quantity rate amount, and finally under balance we have quantity rate amount. Whatever there is a purchase, whenever we are receiving the material, it will come under receipt, and whenever we are issuing the material, it will come under issue, and the final figure will come under the balance. Now this GRN number and SRN number, for academic purpose, it is written purely for decoration. It has no use in for academic purpose. Now to start with the problem. As you can see, on January 1 there is a purchase of 600 unit. So we will write 600 under the receipt, and then the rate is 4, and so 600 into 4 will give you 2400. So under balance we will write 6000 under the quantity, and under the amount we will write 2400, and under the rate column under simple average we will keep it blank. Then come 300 purchase on, as you can see the date, it is 4th. So 300 into 4.20, it will be 1260, and 300 will be added with 600, so it will be 900, and 1260 will be added with 2400, and the resultant figure will be 3660. Then on 6 there is a issue. Now as I have mentioned that the simple average is based on FIFO method. So what we have right now, we have 600 unit as well as 300 unit. So this 500 unit will be issued from 600 unit, because as it is based on FIFO. So when we are issuing this 500 unit, we have two rate, that is rupees 4 and rupees 4.20. Since we have we have both the stock at that time, so we'll take the average of the prices. So it will be 4 plus 4.20 divided by 2, which will give 4.10. So 500 into 4.10 will be 2050. So as we have 500 unit, the resultant figure will be 400, and the balance figure in the amount column will be 1610. Then we have purchase of 700. So it will come under the receipt as usual, and we'll add up the figure with 400. So it will be 1100, and the under amount it will be 4690. Then there is the issue of 800. Now here there is a catch, and it's a very tricky point, because 800, now when we are issuing 800, what type of stock we have right now? We have 100 unit from 600, and we have then 300 unit, and we have 700 unit, because out of 600 we have issued 500 unit, so 100 unit is remaining and 300 unit is intact, and also we have 700 unit. So we will take the average of the three prices, that will be 4 plus 4.20 plus 4.40 divided by 3. Why it is 3? Because we are taking three prices. If you have taken 4 prices, it would have been 4. So the resulting figure will be 4.20. Then we'll just multiply 800 into 4.20. The resultant figure will be 3360. So whenever we have issued 800, means 100 from this 600 unit, means that was remaining after issuing 500, and 300 from the fresh stock that we had, and 400 from the purchase we made on 10th. So this 800 composed of 100 from previous stock, 300 from previous stock, and 400 from current purchase. So the resultant figure will be 300 and the amount will be 1330. Then again we have purchase of 300, so it will be 300 into 5, and we will add up with the quantity as well with the amount. Then we have to make an issue of 100 unit, so 100 will come, and now what rate we need to take? We have the past issue of past purchase of 700, and out of this 300 is remaining, so we need to take that 4.40 price plus 5 rupees 5 price, that is the current purchase. So we need to make an average, and the average will come 4.70, means this 100 will be taken from the past purchase of 300. So this balance 500 will comprises of current purchase of 300 and past purchase of 200, and at the end we need to just draw a line to close the store ledger. I think this will serve your purpose. So this is all about store ledger under simple average method. Now we will discuss store ledger under weighted average method. As you can see, we are dealing with the same problem, the problem that I have solved under simple average method. So this problem I will solve under weighted average method. As the name suggests, weighted means we need to take the average under giving some weight. So first 600 into 4, it will give 2400. So under balance it will come 600 4 2400. Now under this weighted average method we need to take the rate amount. Just a minute. Now similarly we will have 300 unit, so 300 into 4.20, so it will be 1260. So 300 will be added with 600, so it will be 900, and the resultant figure will be 3660. So divide 3660 with 900 and you will have the rate, that is 4.0667. Now in this case we will take decimal up to 4 places, otherwise the accurate figure won't come. Next we will have the issue, and the issue is 500, and before issue the rate was 4.0667. so we need to take the rate just before the issue. So this rate will take, and it will give the figure 2033.35. Next, again there is a purchase. We need to add up this purchase with 400. It will be 1100, and the resultant figure will be 4706.65. So we need to divide 4706.65 divided by 1100, and the resultant figure will be 4.2788. Again there is an issue of 800, and we need to take the rate just before the issue, and in this way we need to compute the rate as well as the rate for issue as well as the balancing figure. The key word is that we need to take into account the balance and the receipt. The receipt will be added with the balance, and the amount will be divided by the quantity to get the rate, and the issue will be made at the rate just before the issue. Next we will discuss store ledger under FIFO. As the name suggests, FIFO means first in first out, means the stock which comes first will be issued first.